This music kind of sounds like the opening of a Joji song. Also, I'm using my Xbox controller again. If it shits the bed again, I'll swap to the PlayStation controller. I don't think it shat the bed in this series. I think it was the Crow Country series that it just decided to have a mind of its own. And yeah, it's unacceptable in this day and age. So we shall see. Anyways, hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to Halibut. I'm not sure where this game's gonna take us. Maybe me and Wii have died. This area also seems like it could be an Elden Ring map. I don't want to walk on the water. I would prefer not to do that. So. Also, I quit Quantum Error. I kept thinking, wow, this game could be pretty good. No. I wanted to give the game a chance that it could be something after the first hour. No, it's not good. I might come back to it after I cleared a good bit of my backlog, but I thought, why the fuck am I playing this instead of playing Ayuden Chronicles 100 Heroes? And so I stopped and started playing Ayuden Chronicle 100 Heroes. Ah shit, it's the boss fight.
Wee! You see that?
You mean the giant floating flower beam?
Yeah, more or less. It's beautiful.
It's making me feel sparkly. Howell, take my hand.
Sure. Are you scared?
No. Come on, with me. Jump!
What the hell are we doing? What is that? Okay. Cool. This is the boss fight. Wait, this is just like the mini game that you could play in the arcades. It's pretty cool. But yeah, Quantum Error can suck my dick. I only want to finish it now out of pure malice towards the game. Because I think I paid like 20 bucks for it, or 15 bucks. I think I paid $15 for it from Woot. So I want to get my $15 worth. But I don't want to neglect the games I think are good and want to play. I want to get those out of the way first before I focus on my self-hatred and finishing this shitty, primarily voiced by Yong Ye game. Like, I had to make sure I got that right, because there's this like old man character that's set up to be this big bad motherfucker. But I could have swore it said voiced by Yong Ye, but it had the most distorted voice motherfucker I've ever heard in my life. I don't think it was Young's fault. I don't think a human being can sound like that. I think because he voices another character in the game. I'm not sure in total how many he voices, but maybe they're like, we gotta do some shit so they don't know. Even though when the character is displayed, they give the name and the voice actor. But they're probably like, yeah, we gotta make sure this one's a bit different. So they're like, what if we just like fucking throw this in some editor and fuck the voice all up? It doesn't matter, because like the big bad character they set up dies in the next 20 minutes. It's your first boss fight. And spoiler alert, by the way. It doesn't really matter. I don't think anyone would care. He's a tanky motherfucker. And then after the fight, I had like no ammo, no health, no oxygen, because there's like a fire and you're just, you know, constantly using up all your oxygen. And yeah, no, some other guy just comes in, shoots him in the head, and that's it. That's the fight. I don't know if he reappears because he falls down this pit, because that's cool. How long were we down there? We should starve to death. But yeah, no, it was a very bad fight. It's very bad. And then I got killed by an invisible squid And then I rage quit.
What's that? Am I seeing things? Oh my god. Is it really them? It's you! You came back! You're alive!
So are we collecting energy by going through those rings?
We came back. We came back! Bridget! Hi, how are you doing?
Oh, phew. We came back.
And you've got the energy source?
Oh, this thing. Yeah, I think so.
This is, you know, how am I doing? Do you realize how much of a scare you've given us? We didn't want to think the worst, but what were you doing down there?
Drugs.
We chased a dragon.
AKA drugs.
This is gonna be pretty hard to explain. Hey, how long were we gone anyway?
Oh, not very long.
Oh, that's good.
Just about 2 weeks.
2 weeks? It felt just like a few hours, didn't it, Wii?
I wasn't really keeping track. Sometimes it felt like I'd been down there for a long time, and others it was all new, like we just arrived.
Look, I'd love to hear all about this, but it's going to have to wait. Me and a few of the others have been stranded since the tube system and the broadband connection just stopped. The Fedora is silent. We're on our own out here.
Oh no. What are we gonna do?
We could go to my place for tea.
What if we
Thanks,
tried to
Leo,
swim
but I have
back?
other ideas.
I'm sure we'll figure something out. If we just work together and...
Harold, do you think I've been just twiddling my thumbs? The Flumilim, Rafi, and I have built a new submarine.
That too.
It just needs an energy source.
What kind of energy?
How about the one you're holding? Follow me! Let's head to the entrance lake!
But yeah,
Et voila! Our
What?
new ride.
Super. It looks great.
it looked like
I
jawbreakers.
never knew you were good with machines too.
I had some help from Rafi, but this old gal has some surprises left up her sleeve yet.
Mind if I drive?
Sure, I'll handle the systems and help you navigate from the back.
What can I do?
Oh, you get the fun job. Sit in the middle and man the grabby arm.
Is that, the...
This is
technical
one
term for it?
submarine, not
Oh,
multiple.
Loosen up a bit, Harold. This is going to be fun.
So...
Take back
do you
my
think this vessel will
jawbreaker
be
statement.
enough to
I'm
power it?
swapping it out with
Find
anal
out.
beads.
Slot it in and let's rev her up. It worked! Listen to my baby purr.
Now, what if they just die in this thing?
Okay, let's see. What do we have here?
Ow, fuck.
It should all be pretty intuitive. Just don't press the eject button.
Okay. Navigation lever.
Why would they make that
Sonar
button?
Display here.
Why would
Throttle handle.
why would they choose
Depth
that?
adjuster. And... Oh. What's this button to?
Oh, that must be the... Yep, the wriggle control.
Buckle up, everyone. Let's dive.
We really penetrated that water. Is this gonna be a minigame as
The new
well?
sub is so much fun. Great work, Bridget.
Thanks.
Bloop,
Well
bloop,
done
bloop,
on bringing back the
bloop.
power source.
I want to go down there again. It was so weird and pretty.
I think once was enough for me.
I'd just like to see the underwater rainbow that smelled of jam one more time.
The what now?
Still nothing on the radio from Fedora.
Why do you think they've gone silent?
Could be anything. I'd say it was just all water cutting costs again, but it was so sudden.
Something bad happened?
Could be. Yeah, trying not to think about it.
You think the little
Maybe we
guy's
should
like
take our minds off it.
just taking over?
Fish impressions.
I'd love to, but now probably isn't the time.
Can't see shit.
Oh,
Why
hang
would they
on.
do this to
We've
me?
got a tape back here.
Stop. I can't. I'm not even in control. It doesn't matter. Life's a sham. Who cares? Take away my minigame, why don't you? Don't give it back now. I don't want it. I don't need it. This is strange. I don't like this POV. It's kind of grotesque.
In dem Haus, das es nicht gibt. In der Stadt, die es nicht gibt. wird ein Mädchen stehen. Es wird warten auf den Mann. Es wird fragen, wann, endlich wann, wird er da sein?
But yeah, I really wanted to give Quantum Error, like, the benefit of the doubt, like I did for other poorly rated games. But, oh god, what is that? But nah, this is truly one of the worst games I've ever played. Like, when I played Legendary on PS3, and even on PC, I was aware of the reviews it got, and how bad it was supposed to be. That game had its charm. This game has no charm. This game is boring and dull. Why are we going this way? This is a different route we did not take before, and I don't like it. It's kind of scary. But yeah, I don't know, I might not even go back to it. I had a YouTube video pulled up to like give me hope to see how close I was to finishing the game, and I'm about halfway apparently, according to this 7-hour let's play. So it's the only thing I'm like okay, if I'm halfway there, maybe I should try. You think they were attacked by this giant fucking creature? This tentacled freak? But yeah, that and the fact that it's cosmic horror, which I do like. But it is the worst cosmic horror experience. I don't know. It's like there's two bears inside of me fighting over finish it or not finish it. So we'll see.
Oh, that was nice. Do we have any more tapes?
Afraid not.
So let's play Spot the Fish.
Maybe I'll play like an hour of it every other day.
That one.
Oh, where?
Harold, watch out!
Where? I can't see the fish. Ah!
Oh no. Poor fishy.
Is
Why
the thing
is it
frozen?
Is the cockpit glass okay?
It was
I can't see the cracks.
Pippy,
Well,
Flippy,
there's
Skippy,
some in the fish.
Shippy,
Oh,
Sippy.
this
It was
isn't good
Sippy.
at all. For the ambient temperature
Sippy.
anywhere near the fedora to have dropped far enough for
Sippy,
this.
was it Sippy? It was them. He froze this fucking place with his aircon. Be kind of fucked up if everybody's dead. Can I hit that?
They might really need
No.
this energy source right about now. Looks like a big crowd at the arcades.
Yes, but for what? Can you take us closer?
Maybe there's a new game?
They see us. But what's going on in there?
Not sure. Do you think they look stuck in there?
Stuck? Or trapped?
Get us to the submarine dock. We've got to find out what's going on.
There was a hostile takeover. You better not expect me to pilot this. I don't fucking know where the
Oh,
dock
no.
is.
The ice is spread here too. There's no way we're gonna be able to dock.
We'll have to find somewhere else. Let me think.
What about the filter?
Yeah, that should work. Okay, we need to make a detour.
Alright, good.
We'll try docking at Biosphere 4. There's a hull breach from the crash there. Maybe the ice hasn't reached it yet.
Where to?
I'll direct you. Just keep going around.
There's just been a whole breach for how long?
Well, as you know, the core consisted of two main sections. The engine modules and the agricultural district. Bio 4 was the name of the latter. Apparently, it even had living fields and livestock during transit. it.
Imagine having all those real animals around.
Yeah. But like I said, it was damaged in the crash and deemed too expensive to maintain. I just hope it's still connected to the rest of the modules.
Hang on, will you? We'll get you warmed up soon.
Okay, keep going this way. It won't be too long now. Oh, I wish I knew what's going on in there.
Me too. It's starting to feel pretty strange. What'll we do once we get in?
Our best bet will be to try and find a security monitor station, so we can get more perspective on what's going on.
Gosh, I hope everyone is okay. Wow, when you see the core from out here, it's pretty impressive.
I also watched Dune for the first time today. I was gonna watch it last night, but it was 3 a.m. and a 2.5 hour movie at 3 a.m. did not sound like a good time.
I realized how
So-
huge the core was.
So I did not do
It's
that.
like its own cave.
It really is a shame we couldn't do more with it.
I gotta say it was a pretty good movie, but I probably wouldn't like it that much if I also didn't have the second one ready to watch, because it definitely just felt like the beginning of something. Which I get, it was, but I don't know, I just don't think I would love it. But I've heard the second one's very, very, very good, so we shall see. I'll probably watch that in a few
We made it
days.
into somewhere more useful.
I think they tried a few times, but it's such a big space full of super energy-hungry stuff. Remember, when the Fedora was actually flying, it was able to generate way more energy from the solar sails and...
Huh. I think I see the breach.
Yep, that's it! Oh, and it's free of ice. Perfect.
I'll take us in. Could get a bit bumpy.
Is that a fucking living giraffe? No way. That thing's not alive. Were they about to have their Last of Us moment?
Here we are. It's kinda eerie.
Yeah. No one's been in here for a long time.
Wait. You hear that?
Is it a ghost?
Huh, I doubt it. But it does sound like what I imagine an animal to sound like. But that's a silly thought.
There's no way.
Anyway,
There's no way there's an actual giraffe down there.
looks like the power's out. Harold, can you get this hooked up to the energy vessel? There should be some jumper cables in the engine compartment.
Sure. I'll get to it.
Righto, power is showing up. Just need to flick the master switch and...
Wow.
Whoa.
What the fuck?
It really is huge in here.
Oh look, we have company. Who are they?
Those aren't real.
What are those? I guess now we know where the ghost animal sounds came from.
Amazing! I can't believe they adapted to survive down here.
In the pitch
Do you
black.
think they bite?
It must have been so peaceful for them here.
Like the
I'm sure
movie?
they're relaxed.
They look so funny and nice.
Well, much as I'd love to get to know them better,
They're probably
we should really try and
blind.
get access to the arcade security.
They probably
cameras.
just fucked up their entire
Let's
world
see.
by doing this.
Oh, I recognize these controls. They're like the ones in the filter station.
Minigame,
I guess
minigame,
this
minigame.
used to handle water drainage and filtering.
Fantastic. So you can operate it?
I think so. It would have been used to monitor the filters and stuff. So if I can just get to the monitor root directory, ask it to change the camera feed, that should do it. Okay, let's see what we can see.
Keep cycling through. Ah, there's the Agora arcade.
We should be able to talk to them through the tannoy system too.
Professor! Everyone! You can hear us, right? We can see you. We're in the abandoned core. What's going on?
Hang on. Let me see if I can turn on the security cam's mic too.
Harold? Is that you? Can you hear us?
Harold, are you okay? Thank goodness. Where have you been?
Long story, Professor. But we came back in Bridget's new submarine. The Fedora is all iced up.
We? Is Wii with you too?
We's here too. Nice to see you again, Professor.
You three have got a lot of chutzpah, making us all worry and then just turning up unannounced like this.
Professor, are you all okay? Are you trapped in the arcades? What's going on?
Oy vey. Yes, we're stuck here thanks to Schlipmeyer. He's had us all fooled from the get-go. Played us for real schmucks. All along, he's been planning to freeze not just the area around the ship, but the entire ocean.
He told you all this?
Yes, over the tannoy, once he'd hidden himself away somewhere. He said it's always been his dream to create the largest winter sport amusement park in the universe.
Freeze the sea. Winter sports? From the get-go. All along?
So, Slippy is here. He's rootling around, asking me all kinds of questions I don't want to answer.
Slipmeyer, will you please present Flow and Go to the audience, please?
Please witness the future of Fedora. Like all the best things in life, it seems simple at first. Then the more you know about it, the more ingenious and brilliant it becomes.
It's all a lot of hot air.
I'm gonna freeze the water directly under the Fedora.
Given water bodies usually freeze from the top down, I don't know. It all seems a bit fishy to me.
I thought you said it wasn't a vote.
It's not. I just happen to agree with them.
I'm making the coolant procedure more efficient than ever. It's going to be able to cover a lot of ground.
How does your AC technology work?
Maybe I shouldn't tell you every part of it, eh? I need to finish hooking up these tubes for some tests. Are you going to help me or just stand and watch me suffer? Please witness the future of Fedora. So you see, that's the Slippy difference.
Thought he had a gun at first. When it was rolled up, I thought it was a gun.
Oh my god, what? Why? Where is he now?
Not sure. When we all got together here for an urgent launch update, he disappeared and activated the security locks.
Oh.
You okay, Howell? You went dreamy for a minute there.
Oh, yeah. Thanks, Wii. So, Moreau, what was the urgent launch update?
Harold, please. The update was a ruse to get us out of the way. We were never meant to take off with his procedure. He babbled something about how we'd just die in traveling through space, and we may as well have fun in our lifetimes.
My god. Can he really do it?
Well, he's been developing the tech under our nose, of course, and we've got the raw materials all around us. He said we'd all thank him once the Slippy Ice Paradise was ready. Can you believe it?
Okay, we'll get you out of there somehow. Just hold on.
Hold on, Harold. Really?
That slippery little...
I guess
Cool
you've
off,
tried
old
breaking
lady.
through the revolving door?
Yes, you nincompoop. Chris tried already. Even though I warned him, it's security glass, and no amount of handsome muscle would get through it. Listen, you two. You should be able to access the security shutters and the door's control mechanism through the terminal computer.
Okay, let me see.
Oh yes. I understand.
It's just fiddly. I'll figure it out.
Oh. Fuck.
You sure you know what you're doing?
Absolutely.
Just give me a minute. Sorry, Professor. The door control interface is weird on this terminal. It's like you click one thing and it does the opposite. Then there's a pop-up and you have to click again.
Weird, Harold? You're looking at classic quality tech.
And it's weird.
The newer consoles might be fancier, but you have less manual control. And because everything is integrated, it's a nightmare if anything needs replacing.
Sorry, Rafi. Can you help talk me through it?
Fine.
Now what are you seeing?
Ah! Pop-ups!
It's okay. Just close them. Now what are you seeing?
Lots of buttons. Of many kinds.
That's the wrong tab. Go to the middle tab. Now what are you seeing?
There are two big circles. Looks like a cassette.
Okay, great. There should be a small box in a circle connected by an arc in the lower left-hand corner. Click them to control the big circles on the right-hand side.
This?
Okay.
Oh, looks like the bar in the middle is filling up.
Good. Keep clicking the box in the lower left until the middle bar has filled up.
It's finally fully filled now.
Okay, so click the small circle on the left until the box underneath the big circles on the right is highlighted.
When I click the little circle, the big circles move.
Okay, so click the small circle on the left until the box underneath the big circles on the right is highlighted.
The box is highlighted now.
What are you seeing now?
A screen with the diamond shape on the left.
Great, nearly there. Click the top of the two buttons on the right.
And then?
The box in the middle of the screen should be active now. Click the slim switch in the very center.
Clicked.
The door segments on the left should be animated now.
They are. Did I do it?
Go to the rightmost tab on the top of the screen. What are you seeing now?
A screen with a key on one side.
Great! Choose the REM cup rads around the 50 range. Harold, click on...
Done.
Click Go 8. Click section W7 and open it.
Done. Aha!
You did it, finally. Good job, Harold.
That was really
Has
fun.
that done it?
Well done, Harold.
I like that, actually.
Okay, everyone, let's get to the energy district. If Slippy is doing nefarious science, he's bound to be doing it there.
And when we find him, we'll
Roy,
kill him.
The tube isn't working, of course.
Doesn't look like they're having much luck with the tube.
Harold, can you still hear us? We're going to need you to look into why the tube is down.
Drat. Now that isn't going to be something we can fix from here.
You two. Do you think you can take the sub and try and see what the problem is from the outside?
Yep, we know how it handles now, right, Wiyu?
Sure. Let's rev her up.
Great. I'll stay here on the radio and help liaise.
Okay, let's go.
I'll do the grabby arm.
Good luck, you two. Be careful out there.
You know, I think I'm nearing the end of this game, and I'm starting to realize maybe I'm not stupid. Maybe this isn't real science. Maybe I'm normal. And sure, giraffes can stay alive in the dark and eat this fauna and drink the presumably salty seawater. Sure. Maybe we can be in a giant anal bead.
How are you holding up back there, Wiyu?
Oh, it's okay. But it seems quiet without Bridget.
Hey, what are you saying? I'm still on the radio, remember?
Ah, yes, much better.
What do you think of all this drama? I bet none of the Flumalim ever have any crazy schemes.
Oh, yes. It's very curious. It makes sense that if Slippy loves snow sports, he would want to create a snow world.
But it doesn't seem like he checked with everyone if they also loved snow sports first.
That's a very balanced way of looking at it.
But I wonder, why didn't he tell anyone? Or why didn't anyone realize he was so sad before all this happened?
Good question. Humans can get very wrapped up in their own stuff, you know? And sometimes people hide their sadness because they don't know what else to do with it.
Are you sad, Howell?
Oh, thanks for asking. No, I'm not. Maybe I used to be.
I'll be sad if we can't stop Slippy. I think all the Flumilim would be sad. I'm going to do my best with the grabby arm, though.
It's going to be fine. We'll figure something out now that everyone is working together.
That's the spirit, you two. Hey, even Raffi is helping.
I am still listening, you know.
Well, good.
But once this is all over, you all definitely owe me some peace and quiet.
It's a deal, Raf. Okay, looks like we're approaching the tube exterior. Bridget, we'll check out what's wrong first.
Great. Keep me posted.
Okay, Bridget, you reading us?
Loud and clear. What's the situation?
We've arrived outside the Agora arcades. It looks like the actual transportation tube is disconnected. Maybe the ice broke it somehow.
Drat! I guess the sudden change in pressure from the ice must have displaced or warped some of the connections. How bad is it?
Well, the good news is the tube itself is in one piece. So, if we can get a good grip with the grabber, we should be able to reattach the main tube and lock it back in place.
And the bad news?
Oh, well, there isn't any extra bad news.
Oh, good. Well, get going, but be careful, Wheel. If the tube cracks, the whole thing will be unusable.
I'll take super care of it.
Okay, let's do this. I'll get us into position now.
No minigame? Lame.
I wonder how Team Moreau is doing.
Well, from what I can see, they're starting to get into the tube, one by one. Chris is doing push-ups while he waits for his turn.
Where are they going?
Well, now they're telling me that the direct connection isn't working for some reason.
Oh, no. What do you think is wrong?
Not sure. Could be a few things. Plus, there's the potential side effects of all the ice to consider. Seems like it was only the direct path to the energy district that was down. Maybe a malfunction in the tube's control panel?
Oh, so what now?
They're en route to the central station now. They'll try again from there.
Okay. Keep us posted, Bridget. Whew, that was really impressive grabby arm work, by the way.
Oh, thanks. I just thought about holding on to a slippery fish.
Oh, it seems like the route via Central Station is working out for them. They're on their way now.
All this makes you realize how reliant we are on those tubes to get around now, huh?
What did you do before then?
Well, we didn't move around as often, and I suppose we only went to places we really needed to.
So you built tubes to move more often to places you didn't really need to go to?
Yes.
It is fun zipping through them, though. The whoosh sound, it takes no effort.
Yes. I think I'm glad to have them even with the fines and all the delays.
Good timing, you two. Team Moreau has arrived now.
So, what was the problem with the tube?
Maybe it was just the electronics being affected by the ice? Whatever it was, it doesn't seem to be affecting the whole system, which is a relief.
Can I do something now? Can I? Can I please? May I? Get out of my way. Sorry. You walk faster than me.
Yeah. The door to the energy harvest is locked too.
Seems like Slippy has barricaded himself using the lockdown routine.
Yes. And the door can't be controlled over the computer system due to the all-water emergency protocols we baked in.
So it can only be opened from the inside? If he's in there doing something slippery, we've got to stop it. What are we gonna do?
Could we ask him?
Even if we wanted to, the emergency protocols block out the security cams and tannoy. To protect potentially sensitive all-water corporation activity, he totally isolated himself. Must be nice. No interruptions.
Wait a sec. Bridget, didn't you tell me the agricultural district and the energy harvests were connected?
Ooh, good thinking. Yep, by the retractable conveyors. If memory serves, the one that connects energy to agricultural is near the back of the core.
Rafi, what do we do next?
You'll need to lower them first from their rooftop storage, then power them up.
How do you know all this stuff, Rafi?
I did have a life before the arcade, you know. Anyway, ask me about that later. You're gonna need to align the belts in a continuous path so you can reach the opening that leads to the harvest.
Okay, doesn't sound too hard. Let's go, Wii.
Such teamwork. I'm like a proud mother hen. Okay, you two, it's time you got going to the energy harvest.
You going to be okay here?
Yep, I'll stay here to monitor the security cameras and oversee the situation.
I hope it's better to watch than those videos Howell showed me. Everyone shouting and then kissing straight after.
We hope.
Just stay on your guard. And when you see Slippy, tell him I always knew he'd slip up.
Okay. Will do.
But what if we killed him instead? Just strangled him for almost getting us all killed. That's the appropriate response, right? Or we freeze him and send him out into the water.
Shh, Wii. We don't know what we're gonna find at the end of this. What are we gonna do at the end of this?
You're going to get Slippy.
That's one way of putting it. Well, I'll think of something. It's always me who has to get his hands dirty. Slippy, we're here. It's...
Slipmeyer! I can't even count how many regulations you've breached. Halibut?
The door?
Harold! Whew!
Everyone!
Look, let's not be hasty. If I could just show you my plans, I was only trying to...
I'll show you a plan!
There we go.
Eesh.
Oh, shit! My hand!
Well, that settles it, I suppose.
Thanks, Chris.
Is he okay? Gosh, I was overcome with emotion thinking of the children. I hope I didn't overdo it. Please no one tell them about this.
Chris, relax. It's over. And so is our chance at launching after wasting all this time. Oh well, may as well spice things up a bit in the meantime.
Relaunch chance over? Whatever do you mean, Professor?
I mean that the solar winds are due to begin again, and soon. Too soon. After these shenanigans, we simply won't have the requisite preparation complete in order to meet the safe launch window.
To say nothing of repairing the damage, Slippy's icy debacle probably caused our sensitive instruments.
Well, can't we risk it? What's the worst that would happen?
Death.
Well, if we launch late, we run the risk of the solar flares crippling the ship, like last time, and tumbling back into the ocean. And there's no telling if our next landing will be so lucky.
And if we launch on time?
My calculations are nearly complete, but if we time it just a second wrong, we might sink deeper or use up our remaining fuel just to move a few miles away.
And even if your calculations were already done, what with the all-water time theft, it'd probably be late by now anyway.
Time theft? Speak sense, Harold.
I tried to tell you that day in your lab, but we got distracted with the probe. Me and the Lightkeepers, I was gonna tell you I joined them. They're a bunch of teenagers who found proof that all water were shaving a bit off every hour to help with the energy crisis. So we had even less time than we thought all along.
What are you talking about? How and why do you shave an hour?
So we have to do less work, and to save energy. And, well, actually not every hour, only the ones in daytime. By now, apparently, it adds up to 2 full hours each day.
How? But we would have noticed.
But we didn't because of the introduction of all-water digital time, and they controlled the time in tiny little bits so it would always feel normal.
So, all water fooled us more than Slippy, and we must have... Wait. Saving on daytime? Ah! Harold! You wonderful, beautiful schmuck! If what you say is true, and these days the truth is stranger than one of your little head stories, then it's exactly the opposite of what you think. We have more time than ever.
We do? How does that work?
Think, Harold. If what we perceived as a day of 24 hours was actually only 22, that means that we haven't actually reached today's date yet. Now, let's see. All-water digital time was introduced 8 years ago. Cyrus, check my math.
Well, even if they were shaped up to 1, then 2 hours after a few years, we should have more than 4 months left until the launch window ends.
Ha! Much as I love it when you're wrong, that means...
My calculations were correct, but time was wrong.
And it explains why we thought the space bacteria would degenerate faster than modeled. Oh, if we had just done the experiment at nighttime.
Oh, wait. Then... And that means... And I was so blind. Time. All along.
It's about time, right, bros?
It's true. This is a matter of urgency. Time is of the essence. We know we were onto something when we noticed Yava's watch didn't match up with the official time.
And what time do you call this?
Party time.
The time is...
I know what the time is.
Time is of the essence.
First time's the hardest.
At the same time,
a stitch in time saves 9.
4 at the same time is quite a feat.
And time is running out.
In the meantime,
we don't have time to put you on a proper routine.
But maybe
this is just when anyone says the word time.
Just
in any context.
With the stolen time.
Maybe taking the time for yourself?
Now,
time to take a shit.
Right.
We might even have some time for ice skating. Why not give them all the time?
Your first time at Quick Soup Colorfish?
This will be the last time I explain it to you, so for once, pay attention.
There's no
time.
Time. Time.
Time.
Time. Time.
Time.
Time!
All that time.
We're going to need a few words with the Madam CEO if we're to get the exact numbers of when and how much time they've stolen. Speaking of which, has anyone seen her?
We didn't see her on any of the cameras. Nor Zoya. Do you think they escaped being trapped?
Unlikely. They were probably incapacitated by Slippy as part of his plan.
They could be anywhere. We'd better split up and find them. Maybe we should start in the all-water district.
Why don't we just ask him?
I, don't think he's in a talkative mood.
Look, I'm sorry, okay? I was just so overwhelmed. How was I supposed to know he'd take it so badly?
It's okay, Chris. At least he didn't get away. Cyrus, let's go with Harold and Wiyu to the all-water district. Major, I imagine you'll want to stay with Slippy. Everyone keep in touch via PDA, and don't leave any stone unturned.
Let's go.
Oh, and Bridget, can you tell the others over the Tannoy system to search whichever area they're in?
It's them. They look fine, and not at all hungry.
Do I look fine?
Well, I mean, it could have been worse. Those snacks are tasty.
Yes. I could have been tied up with you. Can someone please tell me what is going on?
Slippy engineered this whole hoax. He was never really working on a relaunch procedure. His plan was to freeze the planet into a giant ski resort.
How absurd! Professor, I expected better from you.
So there's no relaunch plan after all? I can't believe it. I'll never fly this thing.
Madam CEO, I could say the same about you. We know all about the time hoax, but it's still imperative you clear up a few things.
What good will it do? Still, I suppose it can't hurt at this point. And you did untie me. Fire away.
Firstly, when did you start the time-skimming process?
About 8 years ago. For the good of the ship, of course.
And how much did you shorten the days?
Well, we started with 30 minutes, just letting the clocks run a tiny bit faster during the daytime. Every 2 years since then, we made gradual transition to another half an hour shorter.
And I thought it was my fault those plants were growing slowly.
Cyrus, stop blathering about plants and run the math for me, please.
Okay, so that means 365 hours in the first 2 years, 730 to 2 years after that, then 1,095 hours, and then 1,460 hours, which adds up to 3,650 hours. So we have 152 days left. Or what we think of as today is in fact 152 days away.
Whoa, that's a lot of time. But how come none of us noticed?
Aha. This is the clever part. We tapped the shifts to the summer-winter time changes. People's circadian rhythms always go a bit haywire around then anyway. Subtle, no?
So, we have time, but no procedure after all.
I wouldn't be so sure about that.
Yes, we kind of worked on a thing.
A thing? Kinda.
A secret backup relaunch procedure. We were never taken in by Slippy's showmanship, and sorry to say, Madam CEO, your blind trust in him.
So it took me a while, but I got a little something theoretically up and running. But I was stymied by the time theft messing with my calculations of velocity. That's why my simulation failed that day, you know.
We even double-checked, triple even, and everything.
Well, I won't forget your flagrant distrust in me anytime soon. But I suppose your rebellious streak has borne some interesting fruits. You must explain this procedure to me so we can work on the press release.
So we really might still launch after all?
Yes, yes. Funnily enough, there'll be plenty of time for all that. But now, I need tea and a nap.
Yeah, it's been a crazy day. Tea nap sounds good to me.
Spicy tea.
Spicy tea?
Come on, you two. Let's leave Zoya and the CEO to get some rest. I'm sure it was exhausting eating all those snacks. We can all meet in the morning to go over next steps.
Okay, I suppose we can postpone the agenda until then. I imagine there will be much that needs doing, including some serious PR damage control.
Why would... I gotta sneeze. What I was saying is, why would they even try to trust that woman? Even though it was one lie, it was a pretty big one. Oh, they had kids. It's gross. That's our captain. that was just a couple watches. That wasn't all of them. There were still so many. Whoa. Guessing we're at the end of the game, so let's go ahead and finish it up.
Ah, hello, my boy.
Hey, Professor. How are you holding up?
Just fine, just fine. Preparations for the relaunch have gone swimmingly.
Ah, great. So they're nearly done?
Yes, we're really just putting the finishing touches on now.
Wow. Can you believe we're about to try and take off after everything?
I knew we'd figure out a procedure. But I would never have guessed at what it took to get there.
Are you excited to see space again?
Yes. But that's not to say I won't miss this place. It had a certain watery charm and plenty of scientific curiosity. But you know, I'm getting old. My real wish is to step foot on real ground.
Yeah. It was nice to be outside of the fedora in the cave, but I suppose that's not what you're thinking of.
Indeed. I'd like to see the sky. But enough about me. How are you feeling about leaving Wiu and the Flimmerlim? I know you grew close to it all.
Yeah. I'm gonna miss Wiu. I'll miss it all. But this is our path, right?
I think so, my boy. You'll always cherish the time you had with them. But don't you want to continue the mission? Get back to finding a real home?
Yeah, it makes sense, I suppose. Do you think we will?
I'm not sure. But what do we stand to lose?
True. True.
Have you said goodbye to Wiu and the Flimmerlim yet?
Not really, no.
Well, no point putting it off. Saying goodbye only gets harder the longer you leave it. And so send them all my regards.
Yeah, I know. I know.
And Harold?
Yeah?
You'll miss Wiu, but over time, it does get easier. You'll be busy once we're back on course. It'll feel like a whole different life.
I know. I know.
Now this is a stupid question. But did they ever try to explore this planet more? Like, what's above all this water? Is it possible to know that? They got the submarine, they could try. I guess. Maybe I wasn't paying attention. Where am I going? What the fuck? Okay. Where's Wiu? In the cave. Alright. Maybe it's one of those things I just need to not think about. Just go with the flow. Central Station.
All water compliments you on your choice of destination. Unsatisfactory journey for some reason? Just contact your nearest... and all water will make it up to you.
How is this gonna work when they're in space? With the tubes and shit?
Travel in style with all water.
Don't think about it.
You've arrived. Have you checked your pockets before leaving?
What about the part of the ship that's got the giraffes and the giant hole? How does that work with space? Was that explained in the cutscene? I'll be honest, I didn't fully pay attention to that cutscene. Alright. Now we gotta find Wiu. I think I see them up there.
Hi.
Hey there. How's Caragal?
I'm getting the hang of it. How's yours?
Good. It's jelly time.
Oh, cool. Any new ones recently?
I'm working on one, actually.
Okay, so how are they actually made?
Come on.
No, I'm fine. I'm fine.
God, I'd love to see. But I'm pretty much about to leave.
Oh, anywhere nice?
Maybe. Good luck with your jelly.
Thanks. Have fun with your next place.
Wii-U.
Hey, Howl. How's Fedora doing?
Yeah, nearly there.
Are you excited?
I mean, it is exciting, but it's gonna be so hard leaving you behind. And this place, and just... Yeah, maybe we'll find a new home out there, but also, maybe not. At least not in my lifetime. You know?
I don't know. You will or you won't, but at least you will have the chance. And of course, I will miss you. We have true Simbo. We all will. But we're just happy we could help with the energy and everything.
Yes, we couldn't have done it without you all. And I couldn't have done it without you, Wii-U.
And I would probably be a cold non-Wii-U if you hadn't helped me get better. Everything has changed since knowing you. It will be hard to remember Tidamo now. Maybe I'll go exploring a new part of the ocean.
Can you believe how lucky we were to even meet?
I always thought this luck you all have is a very strange thing. You do a thing, or you don't.
But what if a thing happens to you that has nothing to do with your own actions?
I don't understand. Life is like a tide, you know? It's not always obvious where a tide comes from, or is going, or how it connects to other tides. But if you are you go with the tide, or you go against it. Sometimes it doesn't matter if you try not to go with it. Sometimes it does.
Wii-U, the Fedora is nearly ready to launch. This is going to be the last time we see each other.
I know, Howl.
I don't know what to say.
It's okay. Remember, Simba. We'll always have it.
Thanks, Wii-U. We will.
Hope you have good tides.
And you, Wii-U. And you.
What is this? What? What? Don't make me walk all the way back there like this. Am I even controlling? Yes, I am. Okay, cool. This is slow motion goodbye. It's like a fucked up breakup. It's probably be a lot better if I didn't have to just hold this stick down. If I let go again, we just stop. Like maybe if it was like a cutscene Our character wouldn't be gyrating as much as he is. If I hold it in a specific way though, depending on how he's walking, it'll stop. The more he turns like he is now, the harder it is to find that sweet spot. I've already seen that one. Get me out of here. It's making us do this whole walk of shame out of here. That was fucked up of them to do. Is he trying to make eye contact with Wii? Come on, man. No, dude, you bitch. Fuck you.
Shouldn't you be back on the ship? You don't want to miss it taking off.
Yes, I do.
Oh, you mean...
I want to stay. I know it sounds crazy, and I'll be the only human here, but...
No, it's not crazy. It's just you. I would love it. But are you really sure? Won't you miss everyone else more than you want to stay here?
I'm sure. I've always gone with the tide, but now I want to break out of it. Choose a tide for myself. And not the one that leads up into cold, empty space. It's the first time I've ever really been sure of anything.
I believe you. You found your Blugalugalagal.
Yeah. Lugalugel Simbo.
Blugalugalagal Simbo.
That's a dumb idea. That's stupid. That's a stupid choice. What if these fucking Flumulon only live for like a year?
Hey, Professor.
And then he's gonna
there's
just
something I need.
he's just gonna be stuck in a cave.
Well, fine, but
Great. We don't have much time. I could do with some help sorting the final preparations.
Jeanne, I'm not coming.
Okay. It's only natural you're emotional. I suppose I can finish things up by myself.
No, Professor. I mean, I'm staying with Wii U.
Oh.
I'm sorry. Can you understand?
Harold, I've grown terribly fond of you. But if I've learned anything about you, it's that you always defy expectations one way or another.
So, you're not angry?
Angry? Dear boy, I'm delighted. I will miss you like I miss my left hand. But if you finally found something you feel strongly enough to shout Jeanne at me, then I'm happy for you.
Thank you. I'm gonna miss you too, Moreau. You've always been there for me. I wouldn't be making this decision if it wasn't for you. In a nice way, I mean.
I know what you mean. Have you thought it all through? Do you need any help with the, practicalities?
Not really, but what is there? I'll just take a few of my things. The Fluilim have all the materials I'll need there. I'll get settled in no time, I'm sure.
Well, I guess this is goodbye.
Yeah. guess it is.
Be safe, Harold. Wish us luck.
I'll do one better. I'll wish you good times.
Very funny.
I still think it's stupid. But maybe I'm thinking too much about it. That looks a lot cooler far away. I'll be honest. Looks kind of cool. It's a face of regret. There's also that big ass sea monster down there. I don't know, maybe I'm crazy, but that just feels like the opposite of character progression. It just seems more like regression. Cause like, I don't know, he started like doing more. Like he was talking to that girl again. Like, he was like pulling his weight from just being, you know, just the handyman before. You know, he joined a gang. Like, I feel like he evolved as a person and then chose to just... Who gives a fuck about Buddy? Who gives a fuck about that guy? Just staying to do what? Just live? I don't know. It just kind of rubs me the wrong way. This is a really cool game with a really cool art style. I definitely feel like there's some pretty big plot holes. Like, I don't know. The minigames are fun. The characters were pretty cool. Some of them are memorable. I feel like the last quarter of the game was mostly walking and cutscene. I didn't really do much at the end there. And I am pretty upset that it made me slow-mo walk my way back to the fucking tube, only for him to run back there. I don't know why they would make anyone suffer through that. Like, the game already has a lot of walking, but to make you slow-mo walk just for a cutscene to put you right back there, it's kind of lame. It's the worst part of the game for me, I'll be honest. But yeah, other than that, I think it was a good game. I don't think it's going to be something I want to replay again. Other than that, I think it was really cool. I think it had a cool style. That being said, I don't think it needed the style. I mean, I get that it's something they wanted to do. And it did look cool. But it's not gonna make me feel any different about the game. You know? Spoonface Powell was Major Raleigh Sandstrom? Someone has the name Spoonface? They really wanted that middle name in there too. Or is that a nickname? I don't know. But yeah, that's how I feel about that. What I'm probably gonna do, probably gonna try the 2-game ritual again. See how that goes for me. Cut out the 3rd one. So I think Crow Country will be the next one I wrap up. I think that's gonna be a relatively short game. The Thaumaturge, I don't know what the fuck. I don't know how long that game is. So yeah, we're gonna go back to the 2 rotation, unless there's like a very cool game that comes out all of a sudden while I'm playing these other 2. Then we'll work that in there. But on that note, I'm gonna go and end this one here. I'm gonna let the credits wrap up, and yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next series. Have a good one. Bye bye.